Hello everyone, I'm here again Aditi with another lesson of It So Happened, supplementary reader of Class 8 Children at Work. So today we are going to learn about the lesson Children at Work. This lesson has been taken from the extract, the book, The Trash, and it is written by Geeta Wolf, Anushka Ravishankar and Urijit Sen. So this lesson has a very deep meaning and I hope you're all going to enjoy it. Before beginning with the lesson, I want to give you a little introduction about the lesson. Children at Work. This is a heart-touching story by Geeta Wolf, Anushka Ravishankar and Urijit Sen about a boy, Velu, who had left his home in distress. He comes to a city and gets lost. Let's find out more about Velu and his companion. Before going to the lesson, let us quickly go through the word meanings of part 1. Pulled in means arrive. Wobbly means unsteady. Livelihood means for securing necessities of life by earning. Miserable means unhappy, sad, depressed, sorrowful. Gloomily means depressed and spiritless, hopeless. So let us begin with our lesson, Children at Work. Velu was an 11-year-old boy. He had run away from home. He got into a railway's train without a ticket. He had to do so because he had no money. He escaped the ticket collector's notice because he did not come to that unreserved compartment. Velu on the platform. He got off the train at Chennai Central. His legs were unsteady as he was still standing in a moving train. He still felt as if he is moving. He is weak and he is frightened because he was traveling all alone. The crowds on the way, they were looking at him and they were passing by. The crowds and the way the people looked upon him made him miserable, sad. He sat on the bench on the platform with a small bundle beside him. He was very hungry. For 2 days, he had eaten nothing but some peanuts and a piece of jaggery. So he was totally disheartened while sitting at the railway station because he does not know what to do, where to go, because he had run away from home and he has no place to go. Suddenly, he met a girl called Jaya. He heard a rough voice calling him, and then he looked back and found it was a girl. She was wearing only a long banyan. Velu stared at her vacantly. Then she asked his name. She guessed rightly that Velu had run away from the home. She told him that he won't get food sitting this way. He has to do something to earn and to get the food. The girl was a rag picker. She was keeping a sack on her shoulder and there were things inside. She picked up her sack and moved slowly. Velu thought that she was his only hope. She was the only one who had talked to her, so he followed her. So this is part 1. Let us quickly go through the comprehension check of part 1. Velu stood on the platform, but he felt as if he was still moving on a train. Why? It is because Velu was a small boy and he had run away from home. Moreover, he was tired and exhausted with the journey. That is why he felt still moving in the train. This is question number 1. Question number 2. What made him feel miserable? He felt miserable because he was alone and tired of traveling. He did not even have the ticket. Question 3 has got 2 parts. Velu travelled without a ticket. Why? Velu travelled without a ticket because he had no money. How did he escape the ticket collector's attention? He escaped the ticket collector's notice because the ticket collector did not come to that unreserved compartment. Fourth question. Why had Velu run away from home? Velu had run away from home because his father used to beat him and used to snatch all his money. Why did he decide to follow the strange girl? He decided to follow because the girl had promised him to get food. So this is comprehension check 1. So children, you could see that I was answering the question beginning with the question itself. So make sure that when you write the answers, it should be written from the question itself. Let us go ahead with part 2. Now, in part 2, Velu was now lost in the city. He looked tall buildings, crowded city, bussed roads, fast-moving vehicles, and was scared a little. Velu was hungry, so he followed the girl but was surprised to see the food offered. Fine. So let us go for the second part. Velu caught up with the girl. The two came on the road. The girl helped him cross the road with her. They walked along the side of the road. There were huge signboards above them. The writing was called in English. Velu understood nothing. This showed that he did not know English. So in this paragraph, there are few words that you should see. Squashy means crushed. Stomach squeezed him means very hungry. Gulped down means swallowed in. Panicked means horrified. So, when Velu was looking here and there, so the girl asked him, "Don't look here and there, otherwise you will be caught." They walked for a long time. The girl pointed out to one building with the wall around it. Velu read that thing in Tamil which is written on that sign. It was Central Jail. The girl laughed. She told him that be very careful. If he wanted not to go inside that jail, so he should not look here and there. The girl said that it didn't matter that you haven't done anything wrong. But the important thing is that he shouldn't be caught. So, Velu was looking in distress here and there and he did not know what to do. But he was actually following the girl. Fine. So, this is how the second part ends. Let us go to the comprehension check. Can Velu read Tamil and English? How do you know? Velu could not read the signboards in English, but he read Tamil sign on Central Jail. Second question. If you are not careful, you will soon be counting bars there, the girl said. What is she referring to? She is referring to Central Jail. What does she mean when she says, if you are not careful? She pointed out to Velu that doing wrong was not so important as escaping police or getting caught. The sentence, you don't have to do anything. Just don't get caught, that's all. This gives the entire meaning of the line, that you shouldn't get caught by police. Next question. Where did the girl lead Velu to? The girl led Velu to a marriage hall. What did they get to eat? They got some food from garbage bin. It was leftover food. So let us go to the next part. Jaya takes Velu to her place, the rows of dirty huts with puddles of water. Finally, Velu thinks of a day ahead. While he was following the girl, he was promised that he would get some food. So the girl picked up a crushed banana and offered it to Velu to eat. Now Velu was shocked. He asked if they were going to eat the leftovers. The girl disagreed. She said that she ate only untouched food. She threw him a vada. Velu looked at it with distaste. However, he was too hungry to refuse any food. He was too hungry, so he ate the banana as well as the vada. The girl could finally, only one more banana is left, and she also ate herself. The girl's name was Jaya. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap. She said she had to do her work. Seeing her going, Velu panicked and he followed her. So Jaya takes Velu to her place, and finally they went to that place where she lived. They walked on for half an hour. They came to a bridge across a dirty trickle of water. Jaya called it Buckingham Canal. Near some puddles of water, there was rows of huts. These were strangest huts Velu had ever seen. They were all made of all sorts of things: metal, sheets, tires, bricks, and plastic. They stood crookedly and looked as if they would fall at any moment. So to Velu, it was a strange thing to see, because in his village, the huts were made with mud and palm leaves. Then at last, Velu thought to follow Jaya. Jaya dumped her sack outside a hut. She picked up an empty one. She gave Velu a pair of old shoes without laces. She handed him a sack and a stick. So Velu also became a rag picker. Initially he was confused, but then Jaya explained that she was a rag picker who picks the trash, who picks the garbage and sells the things which she finds: plastic bottles, papers, metal. Children like her collected paper, plastic and glass, and then they sell them to Jaggu of Jam Bazaar. Jaggu sells them to a factory, and this time Velu hesitated, but he hadn't come to Chennai to dig through the garbage. However, he must felt that what he did at home in his own place is totally different the way he is supposed to do now. So he was little disappointed, but however he felt he must do it until he finds the better job. So he followed her with a sigh, with a disheartened heart. So this is the summary of the lesson, and let us go to the third comprehension check that follows it. What material are the strange huts made out of? The strange huts are made out of tin sheets, brick, wood, and plastic. Why does Velu find them strange? Velu finds those huts strange because in his own village the huts were made of mud and palm leaves. What sort of things did Jaya and children like her collect? And what did they do with those things? Jaya and other children like her collected paper, plastic and glass, etc. They sold all that to a kabadi or a junk dealer in Jam Bazaar. Is Velu happy or unhappy to find work? Give a reason for your answer. Velu is not at all happy. He had never done such a dirty job in his village. So these are the answers to the comprehension check. The next slide is about HOTS. These are the questions that you need to do on your own. You have already read the lesson and I hope that based on your creativity and based on your imagination, you can definitely answer these questions. So I hope this video of mine would help you a lot in understanding the lesson and answering the question. So let's end the class and I hope that it will be very helpful for you.